What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. Ooh, all right, guys. Today is a weirdo video. My apologies, I haven't made a regular uploaded video for a long time, so this is what today is going to be. So for many of you that don't know, I lost a tooth recently. I got a good old gap going. I'll show you guys in a minute, but I'm thinking about opening this box right here for the first time, which contains my tooth. I haven't dared to look at it yet because this kind of stuff creeps me out, but it also really interests me. So maybe I'm gonna open that here on this video, but I wanted to kind of give you guys what my experience was like, especially being on Suboxone while having a surgery on my mouth, right? That's what they call it anyway, dental surgery. So chances are this is probably the reason this tooth had to come out, but who really knows for sure, right? So kind of the history on this tooth specifically is my teeth. I've kind of had bad teeth most of my life. I got braces maybe 10, 15 years ago, which really helped with my confidence. I had some pretty crooked teeth, and then I learned about whitening and whatnot. But in my mid to early 20s, I really had some bad teeth. I was eating a lot of junk food and definitely not flossing, hardly ever. Probably not brushing my teeth nearly enough, but where am I going with this? So yeah, I had a lot of crowns, I had a lot of root canals, I had a lot of fillings in my 20s. So I probably have a total of 5, I would say, root canals with crowns. And as you guys know, that stuff can be really expensive, especially when you're in your 20s. But probably for the last 15 years, I've been going to the dentist twice a year to do the regular cleanings and fillings when they're needed. Definitely recommend you guys stay up on that if you're putting this stuff off, especially if you have teeth pain and you're feeling pain. Don't put that stuff off, guys, because you can turn a simple cavity filling, which is usually like $100 or something, into a major situation like a root canal or a failed root canal, or having to get a crown and then a dental implant. So that's what I'm doing right now. This is my first dental implant. So the root canal that I had, the one that just got pulled, which I might be showing you here in a minute. I'm kind of scared to open this box. To be honest with you, it's probably going to be disgusting looking. But let me show you guys my new gap in my mouth. Thank God it's not immediately visible. My front teeth still look great. They're straight, they're white. But if I open wide, I got a good old gap down there now. So unless I'm like, you really can't see it. But still, I don't want that gap there. It's gonna drive me crazy for the long haul. So what happened basically is they yanked it out and then they put bone grafting material in there because the infection under this tooth apparently was eating away at my jawbone. And that's what happens if you have it. I had a dental abscess appear out of nowhere, which really freaked me out because I was like, what's going on? I could feel some swelling in the side of my face for like a couple days. I was like, okay, that's not really going away. So I called my dentist. They called me in some amoxicillin. I started taking that, and then all of a sudden it started coming out the other side of my jaw. So it was like swelling on this side, and then it started to look like a big pimple, like a big whitehead pimple. It was gross, guys, and that's what they call a dental abscess. And so I got in as soon as I could. He took just a basic x-ray of the tooth, and he was like, I'm gonna refer you to whatever the specialist, y'all know what I'm trying to say, the root canal specialist. So he said, if we can, try to keep the tooth, obviously, right? But if not, then you can always do an extraction and then a dental implant. So made an appointment for the whatever they're called. Sorry, I can't remember right now. Made an appointment for him. He told me, since the infection started on the outside and it came through the inside, he said in his career, usually those end up failing if he does what's called a retreat on the root canal. And so he said, I can try it. You guys can hear my puppies over here. I can try to do it, but chances are it's probably not going to last that long, and it'll probably need to come out sooner or later, and you'll need to have either a bridge, which I don't recommend, or an extraction with a implant. So I went back to my dentist, told him the story, and we decided to do the implant route. So as you guys know, I'm on Suboxone or buprenorphine, and there's a lot of people that are terrified about what's going to happen if you're on that medication and you have to do something like I just did. Well, thank heavens above, I already had that root canal, so I didn't really have any pain because the nerve was already pretty much removed from that tooth. So I just had some swelling due to the infection. So I got really lucky with that. So I didn't really experience any pain other than the surgery day. And what that looked like for me was I went in, I told him, hey, you know, I don't even do cleans without the gas mask. So I went in, he put me on the gas, cranked it up. As soon as that gas was kicking in, I was a lot more at ease, but I still, guys, I get so nervous in the dental's chair. They literally have to set down a blanket for me, and even after that, I will literally soak the blanket with sweat because I'm so anxious. That blanket was drenched in sweat. I could feel sweat dripping off my back. That's with the gas, okay? So he put the gas on, came back in like 10 minutes later. They put some kind of numbing cream on me to numb me for the shot. I could feel him doing the shot. It's like a big old metal, some big old metal thing. I could like see the reflection of it in the, whatever the screen was above me. So he's like holding the shot in there. That really wasn't too bad, honestly. But then everything went so freaking numb after the numbing cream and then the shot. It really, really was numb. So then they took a scan of my mouth so they can clone the new implant to try to match my old tooth. And then he started working on me, right? It really didn't take too long. But the sound that it made, guys, oh, that's a sound you don't want to hear. It was just this thick, sharp crack, and it happened twice, right? So I don't know if maybe he got like part of it out at first, but I could just hear it, and it was just so deep in my skull. I can still remember that like it was yesterday. Crack, just loud crack. And he's like, okay, it's gonna happen again. And then he did it again, crack. And then it was good. He got it out, and then I could feel him put the stitches in there, which those went away. Like I think after like the first week, they just dissolved on their own, I guess. So I guess they put the bone grafting in, and I guess they're supposed to do some kind of a membrane, they called it. I don't know if that's like what holds is that what holds the bone graft in? I don't know. And then they sewed it together. So that all went down. Yeah. So yeah, guys. So now what has to happen is we're going to wait 6 months for my next cleaning. At that point, they're going to see if the bone graft did its thing, and I've got enough bone to drill into now. And that's going to be terrifying. I'm scared of that more than anything. The drilling session and then cranking that thing in there with a ratchet like you're trying to find a 2x4 in the wall. Oh, I'm not looking forward to it, guys, but the gas will make everything okay. Yeah, so that's the plan from here, guys. The pain, he gave me some Loratab 7.5s. I only needed 2 or 3 of them to get me through. The first day or two, it was pretty painful, but it wasn't unbearable. Like I probably honestly could have taken like ibuprofen 800 and been totally fine. And then I just continued my Suboxone the next day. So it wasn't like this big deal. You know, I was psyching myself out hearing a lot of people's stories talking about, whatever they put in there, the bone grafting is so painful. And like I heard a lot of people say that, and I was like, what's going to happen? Because it was on the weekend too. So they were closed all weekend after they did this. So I was like, I could just picture me sitting there freaking out, in pain, freaking myself out, not knowing what to do. So I told him about that. And he's like, well, I'll just give you, he knew I was on Suboxone too. They can see that. Your dentist can see if you're getting a prescription for Suboxone, guys. I did not know that. That's the first I knew that. So he's like, oh, I see here you're on Suboxone. Is that right? I was like, yeah, I've been on it for a minute now. They definitely know. So definitely be honest with them about that stuff because it's all in the system. But I think now, guys, and I'll make a part 2 of this once I get the second part, when I get the drill part done and I get that tooth in there, and I'll show you guys what it looks like and how the experience was, because I've never been through anything like this before. It's known that Suboxone can ruin your teeth, guys. So the higher the dose you're on, the worse the problem's going to get, especially if you're dissolving it right there in your mouth. It's just going to sit there and bake up your teeth. So I would recommend, if you guys watching this, if you are on Suboxone or buprenorphine, after you take your dose, go rinse your mouth out after like 10 or 15 minutes. Go brush your teeth. Try to get that stuff out of your mouth, because sometimes you can feel it. Like your teeth can get sore from that, and it kind of makes sense. But so yeah, guys, it's very expensive to have this work done. So take care of your teeth. If I'm not trying to be your dad here or nothing, but take care of your teeth. But I think it's time for us to go ahead and take a look at this together. I'm really I hope I don't freak myself out here too much to know how gross this is going to be. I'm sorry about that, guys, but let's go ahead and open this. I've literally had this in my drawer I got this procedure done about 12 days ago now, and I haven't dared to look at this yet because it kind of freaks me out. But he's like, I tell you what, I'll put it in this little container and you go ahead and check it out if you want to. So let's go ahead and look at it, guys. All right. Kind of scary. It's probably gonna stink too. Let's go ahead and open this up. I'm gonna open slowly here. Oh God, no way. Oh, oh, guys, it's gross. It's so gross. Woo. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I don't know if this gets worse after time or what. Oh God, guys, I don't know if I want to show this to you. This is nasty. Okay, I'm going to show it to you. Sorry. Okay, guys, here goes. This is what it looks like. Don't fall out. That is what an infected tooth with a root canal looks like, guys. Oh God, that's disgusting. To know that came out of my mouth, that was living in me. It was weird. He said he could see like where the crack was or where the infection was. Okay, so this makes sense why I heard 2 different cracks, because it come out in 2 different pieces, which is disgusting. So you could actually see where they did the root canal. This is freaking kind of really cool. You can see where, ew, it kind of stinks, guys. Ew, I'm gonna show it to you again. This shit is nasty, guys. It looks like a corn nut. Looks like a damn corn nut. I don't want to touch it. I want to look at the outside because that's obviously the inside. You can see the black part is where they did the root canal. And like I said, they did this tooth like 15 years ago. So this crown, guys, I wish I would have looked at this sooner to see if it just got worse since it came out, or if this is literally how it came out of my mouth looking like this. I'm going to grab something. I don't dare to touch this. I'm going to grab something and move it around and see. Hold on, guys. Oh, goodness. Oh. All right, I'm going to use a tool here. I want to see. That's obviously the most gross part of it, is the inside where all the infection was. It's so crazy to see how they do root canals. Oh, okay, there's the outside. So I'm flipping it over. I can't believe I'm showing you guys this crap. Oh, okay, so I flipped it over. So this is the outside now. Let's see, where is it? Look at that corn nut. Wow, guys, I'm so sorry, but that is disgusting. Let's see, I'm trying to think. So obviously the smaller part was what was down in there, right? And then the bigger part. So you can see where my crown just yanked off. So this is really interesting to see what this looks like when it's no longer in you anymore. But that's gross. I'm sorry, you guys. I figured we could do this together and you guys could see what this looked like. But yeah, sorry for the nastiness. Hopefully I didn't gross. Hopefully you're not eating some corn nuts right now. But yeah, guys, this is my first video about my root canal / extraction / tooth implant. So this will be part 1, and I'll go ahead and get part 2 going, like I said, in about 6 months as soon as I get this. So go ahead and drop some comments. Let me know how your guys is, if you had any implants, how was the experience? Was it painful for you? It definitely wasn't as painful so far, and I'm knocking on wood, as I thought it was gonna be. I was definitely, psyching myself up for a good month or 2 before I even did this. So, all right, guys, hit the like button. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.